Well, hello again. Another little video. This is on bits and pieces really. Uh, Basically it's for a friend of mine who at the moment is having withdrawal symptoms because I haven't done a video for a little while and he watches them late at night. So this is for you. Over the last week I've done 6 layouts. I've altered 3 layouts by basically they give me this like this, and I put the signals in, but one was that when he got this, he's got another section down here which he couldn't put in, but it was going to be up there. So I managed to squeeze it over a bit and push it and twist it, and now he's got the whole lot in the system. This one particular gentleman, what's happened with his is he's got his layout is quite large, and he's built it in 2 sections. So he's got one section, another section. He does that section, tests it, great. Does the same with that one, great. Puts them 2 together, E-link cuts out. It's like a short. So when he got hold of me, I went online. What I first thought it was is because he's connected the 2 here and there, is he's got the wiring the wrong way round on one or the other. So he's got positive and negative instead. And what it actually it isn't that. On his layout, he's got points and signals. His signals are operated by the Pico point motors, the ones that go underneath. And all told, he's got 70 units. And what is happening is that the load of all those 70 units virtually going off virtually together, because he's only got an E-link with a 1 amp supply. That's what's doing it. It takes over 1 amp to fire all that lot up. So what he's doing is putting a 4 amp supply onto it, and it's working perfect now as far as I know. So that is one little problem which I solved. I've just had 3 crashes, not mine, which happens. This one's good now. It's got a solid state unit in it. But what it is that they've crashed. Now what happened is put the evaluation copy onto the computer, and up there's a little thumb thing like that where you press it and then you fill all your details in, put the code in which you've got with the disk, and just click it, and it come up with you put the wrong key code in. Now what happens is both these that one and another one the next day came up with the same situation. Thought, what is going on? I put them in because I do it through TeamViewer. As you know, I do everything through TeamViewer because I can do all this stuff and show you how to do things as well. Now what happened is that I wrote to Railmaster and had a word with them about this problem, and what it was is the activation code server had gone down, and that was what the problem was. It is now back online, it's all working now and it's okay. So a couple of days ago, the first one which I had major problems with, we put those in, put the codes in, and it's working now. And what I did is, because not this machine, the one downstairs, I build all these downstairs, all these track plans and everything else for people. And then what I did is just copy from my computer to his computer, put it in the system, and it's all working. And then the day after, the other gentleman got hold of me, and what it was is that we managed to get it fire up, and he's got the normal Railmaster. He then, at the same time, we bought the Pro. 2 days later, the Pro code come through, so we put that in, and then what I did is his new track plan which I had built, I then copied that one into his computer, and he is now working correctly as well. Also is that he got a problem with a particular train. What it was, he got a Flying Scotsman. Now this Flying Scotsman, like I've got a Flying Scotsman, it goes so far around the track, then stop, then start again, then stop. I said, well, it's either dirty track or it's loco problem. And he went and cleaned all the track. He cleaned all the wheels, all the contacts, and it was still doing it. And also it's got sound in as well. The sound was there, but the train wouldn't go. So as it happened, he got a little Bachmann 1P, same as I've got. I've got the crimson one. He's got the black one. We put that onto the layout, set it all up. That runs round perfect. Put a diesel unit in, set that up. That runs perfect. Put the Flying Scotsman on, and it still does it. So to me, it is a faulty loco. So you can send it back to where he bought it from to get his money back, I think, or get a replacement. I don't know which it was going to be. So this is the kind of things that I get, and also is altering tracks and everything else which I do. But anytime anybody wants me, I can do this for them. As long as you've got the Team Viewer on your computer. So if you go to Google, type Team Viewer, free download, and download that software. It costs you nothing. And also make sure when you're doing it, you put it as private, not business, else they'll charge you for it. Then all you do is you ring me up, you give me those 2 code numbers which is on the front of the screen, I click them, and then I am on your computer, and I can show you everything you've got to do. Also, is that what happens with some people is same as here. If they don't put those buttons in the right spot, they won't work properly. Another problem that people get wrong with is that on these crossovers, that one there has to be the same as that one, because if you turn that one and forget to turn that one, you're going to have derailments. So that code number of that one has to be the same as that one. When it comes to station loops, which I haven't got here, but if you had another one here and then a loop off here, you have to, what it is, you can only do all this kind of thing with Pro. You can't do it with the standard one. So you've got to have Pro. It's well worth the money. So say you see all my little trains, these are all programs. All my signals work off the points. That's how it all works. Also, if I go across here and drag this across here for a minute, right, you can see that bit there. That is this bit here, which is my turntable bit. What I've done with mine is that, as you can see, there is a number and there is a turntable sign. So when it's in number 7, which is the main line going out, which is that one over there, what happens is all I have to do is to click that number and the turntable will turn to that track, or to that track, or to that track. And then when I want to go back again to the main line, all I have to do is click that one. It's like a reverse program, and that's how they all work. Now this bit here, this is a 3-way point, which is there, which, as you can see from here, I can't see which way the points are setting, and it's so awkward to work out how they all work. So what I did with that, I made programs. So what it is, if I want to go to that track, I click 1, then there's 2, 3, 4, 5. So I can actually click that and it sets all these points up here to go for those particular tracks. Like this one here, that is my little mail train, which will go up and go onto the turntable. Then click the O, and then the train will come off there, across here, go back, come back round again, come back down and stop down there. I haven't merged it into the two, I just leave it like that. It's quite easy to do that around. But that's the kind of thing I can do for anybody. And say I do all the programs, I do all these which I've seen before, which is like these.
The next train to depart from platform 1 will be the 15 cross-country service to London Euston, calling at Rugby, Milton Keynes Central, Watford Junction, and London Euston only.
So that's all I can.
Service of drinks and light refreshments is available on this train. Customers are
like
reminded to mind the gap between the train and the platform edge when boarding. This train is formed of 3 coaches.
Right, that's it, that's stopped. Another thing that people ask me about is how do I clean my track? Now, normally what we have is this, which is a track rubber. which is quite good. But when you get to like places round the back of there, I can't get at them other than shoving my railway forward and going round the back, which is a job and a half at the moment. So what I do is, also is what I've got, instead of that one, I've got this one, which basically is a piece of stick with one taped on. So I can actually go to here like this and do that with it. And it works perfect like that. I've got, over the years, I've bought everything that there is for track cleaning. This is another one which I had, which is the tidy track one. This one does the same type of thing. It goes like that, on there like that, and you clean them. You get different pads with them and everything else, so you can do them with that as well, because it's extendable. Then also what I bought is this, which is the Dapple cleaner. This has got a decoder in it, so I can actually put the speed up. And what it actually does is there is pads and stuff underneath there like that. So you fill this up here in there, and that seeps onto that one. And what it does then, it cleans, it puts solution onto the track, cleans it all. And then what you do is you can turn it to the little vacuum cleaner, which I've actually got it set as a vacuum cleaner, as you can see there, like that. And what it does is sucks all the dirt up between the track, and then all it does is it goes in here, you just open that up and just tip it away. That was one thing I've used quite a lot. What I've got also is that loco over there, the class 20, those go, that last wagon there is like this. And what it's actually got is got these, which are dust monkeys. You buy 4. I've only ever used 2. That's one, and the other one is over there. And all you do is they just clip onto the wheels like that. They only will work on wagons if the coaches are a bit too awkward to use. And all it does is it does that, and it drags on the track like that, and it cleans them. So what I do with that then, I actually put some Track Magic on it, just a little spot on there, give it a little rub, take it downstairs, one little spot of fairy liquid, rub it again to soap it up, wash it under the tap, dry it, and just clip it back on the wagon again. And it's as easy as that. The thing is because you can actually leave them on wagons and they'll just keep your track clean all the time. Another one which I bought was this one. This weighs a ton. And what it's got basically it's got a track rubber on the bottom of it. You really need a big diesel to pull this. It's spring loaded, of course. There's another version which is the yellow version, but this is this one. But that's another way of cleaning the track. But my favourite is this one, which is the 10 Commandments wheel cleaner, track cleaner. Now you can see from this how much of this dirt is. And all you do with this is that you only get this part. This is just a box I found went from Steve at Hobby Goblin, found a little wagon, pulled the bottom of it and stuck that on the top so it looks like a wagon when it's going round. And those have got lead weights on at the bottom, see, weight them. And all you've got to do, that's been round the track twice. I've cleaned it with a rubber, that's gone round the track twice, and look at them. And all you do is you just peel them off, you get a pad of a big pad of this stuff, you just cut it down the middle, down these little size enough, cut it in half, and then just peel the back off and just stick them back on. And that's all you do with them. It's a brilliant little cleaner, that one is. Well worth the money. You say you'd be surprised, you send that round the track twice after you think you've cleaned it, and you'd be surprised how much dirt it takes off. And you don't put any solution on, it's just as it is like that, and just put it on. It works perfect. Now then, one little bit of news that I've had yesterday is, as you know, all my layout is Train Tech, right? All my points, point motor, not only point motors, point controllers, decoders, my signals, everything else, all my little lights and everything else, they're all Train Tech. Now what has happened is that David, who's the director, is now retiring from Train Tech. and is now being taken over by Railmaster. In actual fact, if you buy sometimes you buy a 4-point decoder from Railmaster, and you look at it, and it's exactly the Train Tech one. And all they've done is stuck the label on the top of it. But they've now taken over. They will be taking over from the 1st of November. Now, one thing I did notice is that if you go, these point motors that I buy, they're decoders, they are £40 a piece. I know Hattons have been advertising for about £34 a piece. But I noticed on Railmaster they were selling 2 for £89. That's £9 over the odds for 2 decoders. So whether all the stuff from what we've got from Train Tech is going to go up, I do not know until it all comes out online. But that's the thing that I've had from David, that they are retiring. They've been doing it for 40 years and they're now going into retirement. Anyway, if David is watching this, happy retirement and enjoy your retirement and keep healthy. So that is that bit. Right. So I say I've been doing all these different programs and programming trains and everything else. Now, one of my customers one day says, "Oh, I'll send you a present," as I've said before. And what it actually is, it is this, which is the Flying Scotsman, the actual US Tour one. This is a special edition, and it's 18 karat gold, all of it. In actual fact, if you can see through there, you can actually see it even under there. It's 18 karat gold. It had to have this on because it was going in America. It had a bell on and it had a light on as well because it was in America. And this, what actually has is this is what it looks like. These are the wheels, spare set of wheels. Look, even the inside rims are all gold plated. It is a beautiful machine. And the actual chap who did it, he actually put the sound in for me as well. Before he sent it me. But if you look at it, it is a beautiful, beautiful loco. Even the couplings, I don't think you have to see them. You might not see them from here. You can see the coupling down there. That's gold plated as well. Everything on it is gold plated. All the wheels, all the handrails, and everything else are all gold plated. It is a beautiful, beautiful loco. Look, even the plate there is gold plated down there, the foot plate. So that is, I only bring this one out on, basically you might say, on special occasions. Because usually you see me other locos working, so I thought I'll bring this one out for this particular video. So what I'll do now is I will set this one off and I will do my one for Scotland there, and we'll go from there. Now, before I do this last bit, what I should do is, if you want me at any time for anything to do with Railmaster, on how do you do Railmaster, or how to set it up, or do you want me to set it up for you, all you got to do is give me a call on 01782 302194. My email address is there. I'm basically here 7 days a week, night and day. I only go out perhaps once a week or every fortnight now these days to go shopping. Other than that, and that's only for about an hour, or go to the railway shop for an hour. Other than that, I'm always here. You can always get hold of me. I'm only here to help. I've been doing this for basically 9 years now. I know every trick in the book on this thing, how to solve different problems. And even Railmaster themselves call me the Railmaster Guru. I've been called the Guru by 1 or 2 people actually. But this is the way I do things. So what I should do now, what I'm going to do is I shall put the Flying Scotsman on. What I'm going to do first, I should do this.
The next train to depart from platform 2 will be the 0909 ScotRail service to Glasgow Central, calling at Warrington Central, Wigan North Western, Preston, Lancaster, Exenham Lake District, Penrith, Carlisle, and Glasgow Central. Only. A trolley service of drinks and light refreshments is available on this train. Customers are reminded to mind the gap between the train and the platform edge when boarding. This train is formed of 3 coaches.
So if you want me, always give me a call, and I will see you again soon. Bye.